Hi, Bob Thompson for Smartphone Matters. Today I thought I'd share with you my final thoughts on Verizon Wireless Prepaid. Back in August, I signed up for Verizon Wireless Prepaid's Bring Your Own Device or BYOD plan using my iPhone 6 here. And finally, at the end of October, my service has run out, so I thought it was time that I share with you my thoughts about the plan. I have to say that I really liked it, or most of it. Let me explain. So I signed up for that BYOD plan here. I got the SIM kit. And like similar carriers, they have these unlimited plans. The plan comes with unlimited US talk and text. That's pretty standard. Now, they also include unlimited text to Mexico and Canada. So if you need that, that's a nice benefit as well. I signed up for the $45 a month plan. If you sign up for their $60 a month plan, you'll also get unlimited talk to Mexico and Canada. If that's something that you need, I think that's a great deal. I personally don't need it, but if you have friends and family or do business with people in Canada or Mexico, sounds like a really good option. Now, when I signed up for this $45 plan, that gives me 2 gigabytes of high-speed data. They also have a $60 a month plan that gives you 5 gigabytes of high-speed data. Now, both of these plans have what's called always-on data. That means when you use up your high-speed data, you'll still be connected to the internet, but it's going to be at this much slower speed of 128 kilobits per second. At those speeds, you'll be able to do things like check emails and send and receive messages, but you won't be watching videos or listening to streaming audio or anything like that. It's just too slow. Even better, Verizon Wireless offers add-on data, so you can buy extra high-speed data. They sell 500 megabytes of add-on data for $5, 1 gigabyte of add-on data for $10, and 3 gigabytes of high-speed data for $20. Now, with that 500 megabytes of data, that will remain active on your account for 30 days. With the 1 gigabyte and 3 gigabyte option, those will remain active on your account for 60 days after you add them. And that is a really great feature because a lot of these other prepaid wireless plans don't offer add-on data. If you use up all your data and you need more high-speed data, you have to renew your entire plan. So being able to add data when you need it is a great feature. Now, next, Verizon also supports mobile hotspot. Mobile hotspot is an amazing feature. It lets you connect your devices like your tablet or your laptop so that you can share the internet connection or your cellular data from your phone. I did another video about that. You can check that out on the Smartphone Matters YouTube channel. I have an article over on smartphonematters.com. A really great feature. A lot of people are interested in mobile hotspot. If you want that feature, Verizon Wireless Prepaid supports it. Not all prepaid plans do. Now, finally, after I had signed up in October, Verizon added support for their HD Voice to their prepaid plans. Now, HD Voice is the name for a collection of services that Verizon Wireless supports that use something called Voice over LTE or VoLTE technology. So what this means for normal people like you and me is that you'll get better sounding calls. You can use voice and data at the same time. That was a limitation on the Verizon network for a long time. If you were on the phone, you couldn't use data. You'll also get Wi-Fi calling. Wi-Fi calling is a great feature that lets you use your Wi-Fi connection to receive and make phone calls where you have a bad cellular signal. I made another video about that. You can find that on the channel or my article about that on Smartphone Matters. You should definitely check that out if you're interested. And then finally, there are some other features like multi-way calling and even video calling. Now, if you do want to use the HD voice features, you're going to need a phone that supports it. With the iPhone, it's the iPhone 6 and later. If you have an Android phone, it's best to check on VerizonWireless.com to see if your phone will support the HD voice features. So all of this is a lot to like. What didn't I like? Well, maybe the price. For $45 a month, you're getting 2 gigabytes of high-speed data, and for $60 a month, you're getting 5 gigabytes of high-speed data. If you compare that to some of the other prepaid wireless plans, you usually get about 5 gigabytes of high-speed data per month for between $45 and $50. So this is more expensive, right? 2 gigabytes for $45 versus 5 gigabytes for $45. You're getting less than half of the high-speed data. Now, I do need to mention, though, that if you're going to use a different prepaid wireless service that's using the Verizon network, this is not an exact comparison, because as far as I can tell, with Verizon Wireless Prepaid, you're getting true 4G LTE data speeds. From the tests that I've run, speed tests, it looks to me like there's no restrictions on the speed. Some of you other guys have shared with me your speed test results. You're seeing amazing speeds on the network, faster than my home internet connection, in fact. And if you were to use some of the other prepaid wireless services that use the Verizon network, those seem to be limited to a max speed of 5 megabits per second down. Now, the word is that Verizon imposes those limits on these other wireless companies that use their prepaid wireless network. So just going to let you know that if you want the fastest data, you're going to get the fastest data on the Verizon network on Verizon Wireless Prepaid. And this is probably important to point out, because if you're already a Verizon Wireless customer and you switch to one of these other services that uses the Verizon network, you may all of a sudden notice that your data is much slower. You may have not realized when you signed up there was that limitation. So that is important to know. Now, I do also have to mention that Verizon has this feature called Autopay. And when you enroll in Autopay, you give them your credit card and they'll bill you each month for your service. And when you do that, they'll give you an extra gigabyte of data per month. So the $45 a month plan would be 3 gigabytes of high-speed data, and the $60 plan would be 6 gigabytes of high-speed data per month. And that's a good deal. It's nice to get an extra bonus for enrolling in Autopay. Now, some of the other wireless companies, they offer you a discount on your service when you enroll in Autopay. And at least for me, I think that's what I would have preferred to see. I would have preferred to see them reduce the price by $5 a month if I enroll in Autopay. That way I'd be getting 2 gigabytes of high-speed data for $40 or 5 gigabytes of high-speed data for $55 a month. In fact, if you think about it, with their add-on data, which they sell for $10 a gigabyte, if they had taken $10 off and made it $10 discount for enrolling in Autopay, then 2 gigabytes plan would cost you $35 a month, and the 5 gigabyte plan would cost you $50 a month. Now, I don't think they would ever do that, but at least in my case, I would have liked to see the prices reduced with less data, because I can always buy that extra data when I need it. And honestly, I'm currently not using that much high-speed data a month. So at least for me, I would have liked to see lower prices for the plans with the Autopay discount, and then I could buy the extra data if I needed it. But, other than that, I have to say, if you want to be on the Verizon network, this is a very attractive option. The only reason why you might choose to use a different prepaid wireless service that uses the Verizon network is to get more high-speed data. If you use up a lot of high-speed data, paying $45 a month for 3 gigabytes of high-speed data versus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data is a pretty big difference. Now, for me personally, I'm not going to switch to the Verizon prepaid network. It just turns out that the AT&T network works better for me where I live. I get better coverage on the AT&T network at home. So I'm going to stay with that. But if Verizon Wireless Prepaid did work a little bit better at home, I might be tempted to switch. And for any of you guys that really need to be on the Verizon network, I think you really should be looking at this option, because while I'm not getting the most high-speed data for the money, you are getting all those other really great options. Oh, and finally, this is really important. If you do want to sign up, you can find a link in the article and in my video description. The Verizon BYOD kit that comes with the SIM card and your first month of service is currently back on sale for half price. It's a 50% savings when you order it online. So you'll be paying like $25 or $26 or something like that for it. Pretty good deal. Check out the article or the video description for links. All right, I think that's going to be it for this video. If it was helpful, give it a like on YouTube. If you want to see more videos from me, subscribe to the Smartphone Matters YouTube channel. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them below, or better yet, head on over to smartphonematters.com and leave a reply there. Thanks for watching.